everyone, my name is Mitz, and here back with Phoenix Wright Conflict of Interest. So we last left off of Cody literally telling everyone he saw Sir Galante enter through the window, and which is pretty much almost, I think he would get that. You already know all about that, but is there anything interesting he would see besides him entering the window? Like, oh, that'd be interesting if, like, he literally didn't see Sir Galante, like, actually exit back out the window. That would mean Sir Galante actually had to go out the door. Oh, that'd be interesting, but we can't figure that out if we sit here. Let's just have to guess right now. So tell us all about your grand and experience of looking at this Temper's Templar Part 2. God damn it. Sir Galante climbed from that window. Yeah, it was kind of far away, but I could see it through my camera. Well, yeah, that's what I guessed that you had to go through. It's the one of the newfangled cameras, the zoom-in feature. Nyum nyum. I just know he killed Valley's while he was in there. Okay, that was it. And by Sir Galante, you really mean the defendant, correct? Well, yeah. He's the only one it could be, right? Smart kid. You don't know nothing yet, Pops. Cody, you know Mr. Parker didn't do it. It's pretty low of you to go through with this just to protect a killer you admire. Seriously, Pops, you haven't figured it out yet? Figured out what? I'm just as confused as Williamson here. Was there something I was supposed to realize by now? The defense may begin the cross-examination. Tentrous Templar Part 2. I still hate that name. That's so pretentious. I saw Sir Galante climb through that window. Okay, so as per usual, press those buttons. Cody, did you... What? Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Okay, shut up. It's my cross-examination. You never asked. That was the whole point of interrogating you yesterday. Oh, geez, sorry. Guess you just didn't ask the right questions. You little... No matter. You just tell us what you saw now. We're just getting to that. Oh, jeez. Grandpa. I thought I was supposed to be the one doing the cross-examination here. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was... Yeah. It was kind of far away, but I could see it through my camera. You saw it through your camera? Yeah, it's got a sweet zoom feature. The zoom feature. Lets you see the stuff that's really far away. Why do you think the picture I took turned out so well? I mean, because you're right there on the 12th story, pointing a camera at him. And Sir Galante does like the PR stunts. If I hadn't had the zoom on, I wouldn't have been able to see anything. Which I suppose opens up the question of why you're spying the Wright's penthouse in the first place. Hey, don't try to make me look like the bad guy here. Like the bad guys and the hero stuff and heroics, okay? Superheroes, I don't know. I know Cody, he was probably trying to be some kind of private investigator. He should consider himself lucky. Spying on the Mafia isn't exactly a safe thing to do. Yeah. I just know he killed Rivales while he was in there. Like, that makes sense. How do you know that? Well, I just know. Did he have blood in his armor suit or something? What else did Sir Galante do when he's cornered his victim? You didn't actually see it happen, though. You spent the better part of yesterday proving that the person in the roof killed the victim. And now you're trying to say that he didn't? Well, I guess. Make it your mind. No. Oh, drat. Anything interesting happen when you saw Sir Galante enter the building? Yeah, it was all interesting! Well, anything that's worth discussing? Did anything seem strange? Is it stranger than a knight climbing through a window in a skyscraper? That seems like an everyday Tuesday, don't worry about it. Not really. There was a little flash of light, but that couldn't have been too important. Oh yes, it's definitely not important. A flash of light? So, like, was a camera flash inside, or... Oh! Yeah, you know, as in... Boom! Rivale just got brought to justice! But... There was no gunshot wound, though. Oh, that kind of flash of light. Maybe you'd like to tell me a bit more about this flash of justice light. Justice light? You got it, Pops! Okay, like lollipops and popsicle sticks, okay. It was in there. There was a small flash of light. I don't know what it was. Okay, I think it's basically just we present the gun here, but like, possess. Can you describe this flash? It was really quick. Just barely saw it. It's like a could only see it because it was still dark outside. So it was a small, quick flash of light. Yep, it was the light of justice being delivered. Does it look any different from any other flashlight? Well, I guess not, but sometimes you can just tell these things. Did you know that Cody saw Serglante go through the window? No, I didn't. Well, I guess it would make some sort of sense. Well, actually, no. Just the photo like shows that he just saw Serglante on the roof doing stuff, or maybe he just saw him exit, maybe? I'm a bit confused now. Something convenient that little bit of information came out just now. Okay, so we definitely just present that I'm Mr. Gunny Wunny. So, Cody, I think I know what caused your light of justice, and I swear to God, if he, like, Obadi brings up a whole thing about it definitely couldn't be a gunshot or all that, then where is the camera then to make a similar flash? And why would anyone do that? Just let him Serglante just goes to the windows, says hi to Michael Valley, and just goes like, hey, this is from my scrapbook of people I killed. Say cheese, selfie, click. This is going my cringe compilation. Really? Was that a thunderbolt from the heavens? What? I didn't know that the building is that advanced to have, like, artificial rain inside. No, and I'm pretty sure you know what it actually was. It was the same piece of evidence that you and I have been examining together these past 2 days. This gun! What? Wait a minute. Don't go waving that thing around my courtroom. What? Don't worry, Your Honor, this gun is empty, and it won't be firing anytime soon. In fact, I'd say it's a miracle we were even able to get it back in one piece. I don't understand, though. The victim was killed with a sword, not a gun. And there's no gunshot wound on the victim's body, so the police didn't find a bullet anywhere inside the room, like a bullet hole. Then it hit Serglante, or well, it maybe just was embedded into the Serglante's armor. So there's that, but it still hurts. So there'd be a bruise on, I guess, the real Serglante's body then. But we can't really prove that for bruises. They could just say, whoever it was just said, like, oh, I just fell down the stairs and just got a bruise right there in my rib cage. Don't worry about it. It was fired that night. The witness even saw it. That was a flash of light that he saw. Whoever brought the gun into the penthouse clearly intended to harm somebody with it. So, can we figure out whose gun it belongs to? Was the serial number filed off or anything? Where'd you find that? It was found near the sidewalk of the Revali's tower. So was it actually the crime scene? No, but it was smashed into 100 little pieces in the ground. And it has fingerprints on it that prove it was in the penthouse. What better way to smash a gun than by dropping it out of a 30-story building? You knew about this, Mr. Hackins? I might have. Cody's testimony led us directly to this point. Did he? Cody, have you been intentionally putting holes in your testimony? I might have. What? Ha! Face it, old man. Know you're winning against Mr. Wright today. Okay, well, okay, this is definitely gonna rub salt in the wounds of him hating Phoenix. So God, there's some pepper to offset that salt. You intentionally sabotaged my case? Yeah, I just got in here and rattled off whatever it was that you told me to say. I guess I slipped in some of my own parts too. Cody, I don't understand. Isn't Serglante your idol? Why would you want to help us catch him? Hey, Serglante's cool and all, but he's still a killer. Okay, there's that, okay. If I were to defend him in the place of an innocent guy, that'd be going against his rules. Protect the innocent. Protect the innocent. Yeah, that's what you're doing, right? You could be a superhero too, Pops. I didn't know Cody thought that highly of me. Well, I mean, just get a cape on, you'll be a superhero too. I mean, Serglante had a blue cape, right? Yeah, I think he had a blue cape, actually. You're gonna take down the bad guy, right? Give him the epic finger point of justice. Oh God, okay. That's the idea. Okay, I'm finger pointing. That's gonna just point at everyone, and sooner or later they're just gonna be confessing to all their sins. I ate the last Cheeto. I'm sorry. Don't go with that, Sid. Mr. Wright, it seems you have another idea who may have killed the victim. I do, Your Honor. The real killer is the one who fired the gun. Well, perhaps you wouldn't mind telling us? Oh, all you from here, Pops. Alright, Phoenix, here it comes. I'm willing to bet that this person fired the gun. So, well, this is easily provable with the fingerprints, so Mark Waters, go! Pfft. Wait, are you being serious? You're actually... Are you? Defense would like to formally accuse Detective Mark Waters for the murder of Micro Valets. This is a very serious move you're making, Mr. Wright. I trust that you have evidence to back up your claim. I do. Detective Waters' fingerprints were on the gun, as well as those of the victim. That is certainly suspicious, so even if he isn't the culprit, then, like, he was still there. Olive, please send for the detective. I want him to testify for us. You better know what you're doing, Wright. Order? Please say your name and occupation. Name's Mark Waters. I'm a detective. I just realized you never actually were here in the first trial to like give an overview summary. I think that was mostly just Sarah Keyes bringing all that up, huh? Hey, boss, shouldn't I be investigating the crime scene? I don't really have anything new to report yet. I'm afraid they'll have to wait. Huh? What do you mean? Doesn't he realize it yet? Hey, why is everyone looking at me so weird? It's creeping me out. Detective Mark Waters, you have been accused of the murder of Micro Valets. Do you have anything to say for yourself? What the hell, man? Detective, I do not approve that kind of language in my courtroom. Screw that, I'm being accused of killing a dude and you think I'm just gonna sit back and take it? You even got any grounds for this? Wright believes that he does? Well, screw you, Wright. I can't believe you backstabbed me like this. You seem like a nice guy, Waters, but I can't ignore your crimes. You're putting so much pressure on this. Okay. Come on, man. You don't really think I did it. If I didn't, you wouldn't be here right now. Well, I don't like to see you prove anything. Challenge accepted. Well, I mean, you do have a motive, and you do have, like, there was evidence that proves you were there, the crime, the time it happened. So, like, you have the means, weapon, well, sort of, almost weapon. Everything seems to kind of match up with you, so. Will you prove it? I will. We'll see, man, we'll see. I actually do like that pose of yours. I like it. It's really smug. I don't like it. I didn't kill anyone, you hear me? I'll show you you're full of it. I'll show everybody here. Oh boy, oh boy. No way, man. Okay, I like that. Just because there was a blackout doesn't mean I went there. I mean, that tower's over 30 stories tall and the elevators would have been out. Over 30 stories. It's a 13-story building, I thought. Oh my god, robbing down something like that. Plus, I don't even exactly want to get involved with a mob. Well, I can prove that statement wrong. Is there any serious accusation you're making here? I hope you can back up what you're saying. You hear that, man? Boss got my back. I don't care who has your back here. You can't escape from what you've done. No way, man. No way, man. I definitely couldn't have done it. I still like just that. That's the title for it. Just because it was a blackout doesn't mean I went there. You're right about that part. If you weren't there, then where were you? Hey, that doesn't matter. It was the middle of the very beginning of the morning. Like, no one would have an alibi for that. I'm pretty sure I would be sleeping too at that time. I think it does. If you can't prove where you were, then you don't have an alibi. It was the middle of the goddamn morning. I was at home, okay? You know, like any normal person would be. I was at home isn't an alibi. Same thing for literally anything. Yeah, okay. I want proof. Proof that he was there when the murder took place. Until you give me that, it doesn't matter where he says he was or wasn't. Yeah, that's right. I mean, that tower's over 30 stories tall and the elevators would have been out. I'm just thinking, we don't really have too much of a case besides we just know he has a motive for killing Micro Valets and just his fingerprints were on the gun. I don't think there's anything else to show that off. We do have the claymore, the sword, but I doubt there's any fingerprints on that because literally, you know, the Sir Galante's whole outfit thing, so like... Actually, do you prove this? Yeah, that tower's over 30 stories tall and the elevators would have been out. Actually, it's 13. Why do you say that? No power, no elevators, right? Duh. You're the one who brought that up. Right. The only other way would be the stairs. You know, I'm not crazy enough to try that. 30 flights of stairs would tire you out rather quickly. Well, if I were to try it, I think I would pass out. Yeah, no kidding. Especially with that whole suit of armor and a sword. Well, sword, you have to be very strong for that. Hey, come on. I mean, like, after, like you're done with work, you would probably just be going to the gym after all this time. Or if you're Sir Galante and you slowly make your way up the ranks, you get stronger and stronger. Get more XP for killing people. Oh, God. No way I'm gonna run up and down something like that. Why not? It's good exercise. Whoever said anything about running, you could have walked. You're kind of missing the point. I'm not gonna waste my time going up and down the stairs. It would be bad enough going up, but then I have to go all the way back down again. The blackout was the only opportunity to safely infiltrate the building. Taking the stairs was a necessary sacrifice. That would, of course, require to have known about the power outage beforehand. And, like, you could say the same thing for, like, Wayne Parker. Exactly how did he, like, you know, set up the... How did he set up the power outage, like, when he was inside the room? Do we even have a whole thing of, like, exactly how the blackout actually happened? Building a power failure. Yeah, it doesn't, like, so just conveniently just happen right then and there. That's very, not smart for a well-known, evasive serial killer to just, break their tradition and, kill Micro Valleys nearby. We don't even really know if Mr. Galante is, like, literally the person who killed Micro Valleys, actually. Because I don't think we even know what the mark is, and yet you seem very, very dead set on proving as Wayne Parker without saying how exactly improving that this is another Sir Galante case. You have not provided that evidence at all. Of course, requiring them to know about the power outage beforehand. I don't suppose that you have evidence showing the power failure was planned. How did the power failure go? No, I don't. Yeah, ha! Don't get cocky, Waters. This is just round one. Since I didn't know what was going to happen, that means if I did show up there, I would have planned to use the elevator instead. I would need a really important reason to still go up there, after seeing that it was out. Plus then, Sarah Keys would definitely have to, like, know you were going inside the room at the exact same time, and I'm pretty sure at that point that unless Mark Waters hid before, you know, well, after Wayne Parker left, then and he just snuck in at, like, when Sarah Keys is distracted, and she's not lying about, like, you know, not seeing anyone else enter the room. So, So if you did have a good reason, you would do it? Well, yeah, I guess. Maybe you should change your testimony to reflect that then. Okay, so we're just presenting motive then. Yeah, okay. I'd have to have a really good reason to run up and down 65 stairs. Okay? Murder isn't a good enough reason for you? I didn't murder anyone. You're really pressing. Okay, badgering. Stop badgering him. Okay, I'll agree with you on that. You've done nothing to prove anything yet. Objection sustained? This isn't getting me anywhere. I need to actually show them my proof if I want to make progress. I don't exactly want to get involved with the mob. I have a really good reason to run up and down 60 flights of stairs. So do we just present the hit list then? Because that's the big motive for why you want to kill Micro Valleys, if anyone. No? It does prove that you're an idiot. Okay, that's the same thing. So if we need to present a motive for why you want to go up and down 65 stairs. I mean, the towers were 30 stories tall, and the elevators would have been out. Don't involve the mob. Do you see anything wrong with his testimony, Nick? He's claiming that he didn't have any reason to go there, which I know is wrong. He didn't have any reason to go there. Oh, we're supposed to give a reason as to why he's there. Not a motive. Okay. I think I finally found out what a certain piece of evidence means. A certain piece. We're supposed to show that, like, give some proof that, like, you know, Mark Waters was there. So, okay, so it has to be a good reason as to why he was in the building. Okay. I had to have a really good reason to run up and down 65 stairs. Okay, that's my fault. Let's see. A good reason. Strange device. There's a sword letter to Rick. Running foil pens, crime scene photo, knife, hit list. Luminol. Support. No. There was the blackmail letter? I know you're holding back. If you don't want everybody to know the big secret, come to my place at Saturday at 6 a.m. Come alone. We'll discuss things further then. That's another thing. Actually, this could make a lot of sense, actually, because the logo signal at the top, that coincides with a certain other thing. Look at that little symbol, it looks nice. Still have no idea what it means though, but it's still nice. It really is nice. So, blackmail letter. What if you did have a good reason? What if there was a reason that you couldn't refuse? What do you mean? Like what? What if you're being blackmailed, but the letter is white? Black what? I found this note yesterday. I'm sure you were the target. Despicable. You stroll in here with a note I've never seen? Wait. My first thought is... Oh, wait. Oh, that can make a lot of sense. If that blackmail note was there, and Mark Waters is Sir Galante, that's why... Wait. My next question is, like... Wait. Hold on a second. So, like, okay, it's been a while, again, since I've been a bit busy, but, like, didn't Mark Waters and even Obadia Williamson bring this up about Sir Galante's mark be found somewhere nearby, like, not even from the crime scene, like a nearby building, and if that place, that note of, like, to Rick, quote-unquote, the gumshoe, that Virgil found, is the building where, the mark of Sir Galante's meant to be found, but we haven't seen it just yet, because we have no idea what we're looking for just yet, then... The sword for the murder weapon was laid out in plain sight. The strange device was left inside a vent to be hidden for whatever reason. It just looks like some weird rope. I mean, I don't see why you need to throw that away if you're just propelling yourself down into the window. Then there's the note that's on the ground, like literally on the ground right there for the blackmail letter. Why would the note be left like that? Why would you just not take the letter with you and just... Yeah, or just burn it, or like rip it up and just shut it somewhere. Why just leave that in the murder weapon on the ground? Is that blackmail letter like a mark of it? That doesn't make sense. No, it can't be the mark. How do we take your word for it that it's genuine? Can defense providing proof that is the veracity of this letter? I'll let the court decide that, Your Honor. I'd like to request the forensics team have the letter tested. Anybody who has held a note will have known about it. And whoever's prints are on it must have discarded it in the warehouse. Objection. Warehouse. Not another word. I don't care whose prints are on that paper. It doesn't improve your story in the least. Mr. Williamson, he is giving it over to the police. We will thoroughly test it and make sure it is a genuine artifact. I don't trust it, Your Honor. That man has a history with fraudulent evidence. We can't let him present it. He never even revealed it until just now. Same thing with the photo, which he didn't ask around. And Cody, and you literally brought in Cody as a witness now, so there's that too. I can understand your whole plea about before evidence, but still again, well... Mr. Wright was clear to those charges, Mr. Williamson. I know him well and do not believe he's capable of such an act. Now please be calm and let the police do their work. And he's literally giving it to the police to do that, so... Well, I guess there's some cases where, like, presenting forged evidence, like, eludes the police's idea, but still, it's gonna be a whole thing you have to prove that's forged evidence too, then. Thought you would shut me down like that? Nice try. Results are in. After a thorough scan of the note, the police were able to discover prints. One said belonging to the victim, and the other, the witness. No. This proves he received a note from Rivales. Rivales made Mark Waters come meet him for some reason. It certainly does not. What, might I ask, was he supposedly being blackmailed over? It would have to be something serious. Hey, I got nothing to hide, man. And actually, that's another thing, like, wait, how do you, like, now I'm just going to the whole thing of, like, how do you forge fingerprints, actually, and, like, you know, have it, like, you know, held up into, you know, police scrutiny? I mean, there was, an Apollo Justice, like, literally that character, like, the Missions, who did the whole business for forgeries, so... But they're gone now. Well, oh God, you can just, like, you can literally just say Phoenix just, like, you know, make good after the whole case, and, you know, well, Bonnie Williams could say, like, you know, just got closer to, you know, them, and then just, yeah, just forge it there, but, oh God. I've come this far, but I still know so little. I still don't have any idea what this big secret the note talked about was. I don't know. You hear that, boss? He doesn't know. The existence of a blackmail letter doesn't point to the witness at all. maybe not. But I can prove that you responded to it. Responded to it. Detective, perhaps you'd like to talk to us with a blackmail note. I don't know. Well, talk about why your fingerprints would be on it. You can just deny it. Whether or not it was originally used as a serious murder, that's certainly a solid motive for murder. This court requests further testimony. I expect you to give it. And this would be a good time to leave us off. Since it seems like we're barreling down more and more. I'm just like, we still don't even know what the mark of Sir Galante is, to be honest, so like that has to come up at some point. So like Body was very confidential about it, even though trying to say wholeheartedly it was Sir Galante. And if like you don't want to reveal it to the whole public, you just like, you know, make it do the whole thing of like how it was in the Forgotten Turnabout, how like Phoenix was brought up for the whole like forgery charges, like literally have all the guests like, you know, vacate from the premises and prove wholeheartedly what the mark is, and then, you know, bring them back in after the whole mark thing's brought up a few times and all that. That should clear it up, right? It should. But we'll figure out what Mark Waters wants to say and how he'll probably deny the blackmail note next time. So, what a fun time watch as I am playing this. Hope to see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you a fantastic day.